Now at the Storm Alert Center this afternoon, David Karnes has a lot to talk about. We've been dealing with smoke, and we've got the chance for some storms.
Yeah, and we're focusing more on the storms now than the smoke, because even though it's still out there, it's really starting to thin out. Our current air quality, where yesterday it was completely unhealthy, is now at least improved into the moderate category, and I expect it to continue clearing out with our winds blowing the smoke out and with rain moving in tonight. The rain is most likely going to be in the form of some pretty good storms, and you can see some of those approaching Nashville right now. That squall line of severe thunderstorms moving into Nashville and Middle Tennessee, but notice this severe thunderstorm watch, which is in effect until 9 p.m., extends down into Grundy and Van Buren County here in the Tennessee, or here in our viewing area. And so we're going to continue to watch that for severe storms tonight after 8 p.m. Our severe weather outlook puts the best chance for severe weather, the enhanced risk in Middle Tennessee. But notice we have a slight risk all across the Tennessee Valley of seeing severe storms as we move through the evening. That changes over into a marginal risk in the Blue Ridge Mountains. So what are some of the risks? Well, damaging winds, that is the biggest risk that we're looking at, and that has been actually increased to a 15% risk, where earlier it was a 5% risk, but notice it's a 30% risk when we move up into Middle Tennessee. So damaging winds with those storms moving through again after about 8 o'clock tonight could be a major problem for us. We'll keep an eye for that. Hail, might see a few isolated storms producing hail. We'll watch out for that as well. And the tornado risk is not great at all. It is a better risk moving up into Middle Tennessee, but for here in the Tennessee Valley, less than 2%. So when will those storms move in? I think 8 o'clock is going to be about the earliest, and then we'll see those storms moving through during the late night and into the overnight. We'll start to see them fading out around midnight, but we may see a few spotty showers or storms during the overnight hours. I don't think you'll see much in the way of severe potential overnight. That is mainly going to be for the late evening into the late night. So for tomorrow, we're going to see another round of some pretty heavy rain, some thunderstorms moving through. As we move into the afternoon, those will become much more spotty, and we'll focus on heat and humidity. 87, 88, and look at the heat index. It'll be in the mid to upper 90s tomorrow afternoon. Right now, it's a whopping 94 in Chattanooga. Feels like 97. Some spots, heat index of 100. Very soupy outside, and here is a more expanded view of those storms marching to the southeast, and with our FUTURECAST we can plot out where they're going to be later this evening. So again, about 8, 9 o'clock we'll start to see that line moving over the plateau. Very strong line of storms with that heavy wind, possibly some hail and very heavy rain. The main line drifts 10 o'clock across I-75, 11 o'clock racing through the Blue Ridge Mountains, but notice the heavy rain behind it. It's still going to be raining very hard in Chattanooga even after that main line moves through. This is midnight, and then during the overnight we'll see things fading away. We'll get a break for a few hours, but then here comes round 2 tomorrow morning for your commute. This is 6 o'clock. Most everything is still north of Chattanooga. 7, 8 o'clock, still mainly to the north, but starting to work its way southward. And then by late morning into the afternoon, we're going to see this train of rain just continuing to push on through the Tennessee Valley. That could lead to some flooding in parts of our area, water across the street, things of that nature. So be really, really careful. Now, quick look at our Storm Alert 7-day forecast, and you're going to see Storm Alert Weather Day because of the timing of this. This will be taking place during drive time and through the early afternoon, and then we'll see it clearing out. We'll still have a decent chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms, but that's going to be mixed in with a lot of heat and humidity Thursday, Friday, and then over the weekend, that is what we're living for right now. Mid to upper 80s, lower humidity, and we'll have some nice sunshine mixed in with a little bit of cloud cover. We're going to keep the humidity low, but crank up the heat a little bit to the low 90s next week.